The way The Boys Season 3 ended moved more pieces around on Vought's chessboard, which leaves us with a lot to look forward to next year or whenever the show comes back. Even though there are still a lot of questions about Season 4, we put together a guide to what we do know so far. So sit back and relax as we talk about the cast, rumors about the release date, and the upcoming spin-off. Starting off with the most important question, when's Season 4 coming out? Well, as of now, The Boys Season 4 has not yet been given an official release date. The show wasn't renewed until June 2022, and the last episode of Season 3 aired on July 8, 2022. So it looks like we might have to wait a while for new episodes. Even though we don't have any solid information, we've looked back at past seasons to try to figure out when the show will be back. Between the first and second seasons of the show, there was a gap of 1 year and 1 month. Then between the second and third seasons, there was an even longer gap of 1 year and 8 months, thanks to the coronavirus pandemic. And if Season 4 follows the same pattern, it could release between July 2023 and March 2024. From the time filming starts, it usually takes 10 to 12 months until the show starts airing. But this is just a guess for now, though. Let's talk about the plot of Season 4 of The Boys. As of now, the plot of Season 4 hasn't been confirmed yet, but the end of Season 3 did give us a pretty good idea of what will happen next. The boys are back together and more determined than ever to get rid of Soups, but it looks like Victoria Newman is now their biggest enemy. After she made a deal with Homelander, her opponent was drowned by the deep in the season finale, which gave her the vice presidential nomination. This makes her a strong candidate to be the most powerful Soup ever, politically speaking. But thanks to Starlight, the boys are gonna have a helping hand this time. After trying to change things from the inside, she is now a fully fledged member of Team Butcher, a big helping hand actually. As for Butcher, he might need all the help he can get after being left struggling to deal with the aftermath of the Temp V he took. It was also revealed in Season 3 that he's now living on borrowed time because of how the drug affected his body. This means Billy will be in serious danger next season. And according to Kripke, Butcher's path is very interesting to the writing team as they're still questioning his self-awareness and how he's carving his own bad luck. They also want to explore the idea of Butcher finally redeeming himself and changing for good. But comic book fans already know the answer to that, don't they? Followed by our savior, Homelander. Well, he's just as crazy as ever, and it looks like there's not much that can stop him. Even though the Soup lasered a bystander and shared his controversial and toxic views in a national TV address, the Storm Chasers are still on his side. And he's now joined by his son Ryan, who he revealed to the public alongside the powers he has. Kripke hinted at where this story could go next in a recent interview. If he's allowed to raise Ryan, he'll raise Ryan to be a second Homelander, which could lead to the world's end. He's kind of right about that. Kripke also hinted that Butcher and Homelander would fight over Ryan, which will be one of the main conflicts in Season 4. We don't know yet if Season 4 will have a new main villain, but Soldier Boy is no longer a threat. Or is he? When the next season comes around, he may be taken off the ice again. But we think Kripke has a new trick up his sleeve for Season 4, when we might finally meet someone who can beat Homelander for good. Coming up next, the cast of Season 4. Over the past few seasons, the cast of The Boys has grown a lot, and it looks like almost everyone will be back for the 4th season. We expect to hear about casting in the next few months before work on Season 4 begins. But in the meantime, we've looked at who came out of the Season 3 finale alive. Well, for starters, the boys are definitely going to be back. This means we'll see Jack Quaid as Huey, Laz Alonso as Mother's Milk, Tomer Capone as Frenchie, Karen Fukuhara as Kimiko, Erin Moriarty as Starlight, and the iconic Carl Urban as Billy Butcher. As for the 7th, they're getting smaller and smaller with every passing season. Anthony Starr is returning along with Chase Crawford's The Deep, Jesse T. Usher's A-Train, and Colby Minifee as Vaught Suckup Ashley. Also at the end of Season 3, Homelander put his son Ryan in the spotlight, and the cast list reflects that by making Cameron Crovetti a series regular. Claudia Dumit is set to return as well as Victoria Newman, will most likely be the next Vice President of the United States. In the show, of course. And adding to this, Paul Reiser as the Legend and Katie Breyer as the Deep's now divorced wife Cassandra are also recurring characters. Now let's look at new additions to the cast of Season 4. The most exciting addition will undoubtedly be Jeffrey Dean Morgan to the cast of The Boys Season 4, but we don't know much about his role or character currently. Tech Knight maybe. Also, flying into the new season are 2 new Soups. Valerie Curry and Susan Hayward are both joining the cast as Firecracker and Sister Sage, respectively. And according to Kripke, these soups are some of the best and craziest he's ever written for The Boys. Looking forward to the horror and gore Season 4 is gonna have. Unfortunately, it's unclear if Giancarlo Esposito will come back as Stan Edgar, the disgraced head of Vought. As Newman and Homelander work together to get rid of him, he hasn't really been seen since, but we think he could have a small or bigger role in Season 4 as anything is possible. Not to mention poor Irving's fate after Homelander brutally killed Nathan Mitchell's Black Noir. In the Season 3 finale, we thought we'd probably never see him again. Kripke said that this version of Noir was dead when talking about the character's death, but he did say that Vought could recast him. His organs may be all over the place, but when you have a completely silent hero who always wears a mask, they're pretty easy to replace. Kripke also recently revealed that Mitchell would come back as a different version of the character. He said that Black Noir wouldn't be a hero for the last time for sure. It's just that the person who wore the Noir suit in Season 3 is no longer there, and added that Nathan will play a really funny and interesting character in the suit next season. We're not sure how that would work, but we guess we're happy to have him back. What's more, characters who might not return next season. As Dominique McGilligut's character Maeve went into hiding with her girlfriend Elena, we said our goodbyes to her. And well, after the Season 3 finale, we're not sure what's going to happen to the other characters. Mallory put Soldier Boy to rest on ice to stop him from becoming a threat. But Kripke said that it's likely that both of them will come back at some point. And in another interview, he said they were 100% leaving the door open for Soldier Boy to come back. Looks like a classic case of misleading from Mr. Kripke here. A lot about Season 4 of The Boys is still unknown, but we'll try to keep you updated with the latest news. Finally, what do we do in the meantime? Well, in the meantime, one thing that seems likely is that we'll see The Boys spin-off show before Season 4 comes out. The show is called Gen V, and the cast was revealed in a special video on the official social media account for The Boys. Its plot revolves around a Vought-run university where college-aged soups are put through tests similar to the Hunger Games. Finally, some interesting content to watch to fill the void The Boys has left us with. But even though there isn't a release date yet, it's likely to be released on Prime Video next year. The show's creator, Eric Kripke, has also hinted that this might have something in common with the main series of The Boys. He said in an interview that they're doing their best to create a universe in which some of the problems and storylines from Season 3 carry over to the first season of Gen V. Yeah, he basically confirmed a crossover between the two shows. He also added that Soldier Boy's arc, alongside some new storylines from Gen V, will be part of Season 4 of The Boys. Boy, are we excited. That's all for this video. Are you excited for Season 4 of The Boys? Who do you think the main villain is gonna be? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content in the future. Thanks for watching. See you next time.